Hey there guys, and welcome back. Thanks so much for clicking on this video and joining me as we talk some more 28 years later here on the channel. And before we get going, I just want to say a massive thank you for all the love and support on the other videos about 28 years later. You guys blew up those videos, and I just thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It really means a lot. But anyway, let's get into today's video. There's a lot of content here to get through, guys. We're going to be looking at people's reactions who got to see the first 28 minutes of this movie at a special fan screening. I'm so jealous and a little bit butthurt that I didn't get to go myself, but it is what it is. Let's jump in, let's take a look at these reactions, and we're going to take a look at some other marketing materials after that as well. So we're going to start off here from M Hollow. There's people who have seen the first 28 minutes of 28 years later, and it's not me. Heartbreak. That's exactly how I feel. I'm so jealous, man. I'm so jealous. So taking a look at this first image here, we have welcome to 28 years later, the fan event from Screen Rant at Regal Union Square. So yeah, people got to see the first 28 minutes. I mean, that's just incredible. That's, you know, how lucky is that, man? Just jealous through and through. But yeah, you can see it clearly on screen. We've got the Bone Temple there, the Bone Temple to the right. 28 years later, theaters only, June the 20th, from Screen Rant and Regal. Okay, the next image, we have someone welcoming the audience to the screening of the first 28 minutes of the movie there. So that's pretty cool. Let's move on to the next post where we start getting into the reactions. There's no spoilers here, by the way. I just want to say there's no spoilers, so don't worry about anything. So, from Brandon Davis, watch the first 28 minutes of 28 years later. If the rest of the movie is this good, it's a certified banger here. Immediately thrown back into the brutal world with all its artistic grit, rage, and roster of interesting new characters. Excellent hook to the new story. Wow. And again, we see a image there of the special fan screening. So, Brandon Davis really liked it, and he's saying that if the rest of the movie is as good as the first 28 minutes, then we're in store for a certified banger, which is pretty much, you know, that's really great to hear, and it kind of goes with everything that we've seen in the marketing as well. So, moving on to the next post. From Eric Davis, watched the first 28 minutes of 28 years later, and it was absolutely hooked. Left me dying to see what happens next. My favourite part was the Danny Boyle of it all. Honestly, he's such a distinctive visual style. It was fun to watch and definitely terrifying. That's exactly what I want. If anything else, I want it to be terrifying. I want it to be scary. I want those horror elements to work. And from what it says here, fun to watch and definitely terrifying. That definitely kind of ticks that box. So I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, moving on here. So from ShadeTV, a few thoughts on the first 28 minutes of the footage from 28 years later. For a 2025 blockbuster, Danny Boyle still manages to keep the lo-fi, raw feel from the first film. That's because they've shot it on iPhone cameras, so it has that kind of lo-fi, raw feel like they say here. Curious to see how the multi-phone iPhone setup he used will pan out. Both Jodie Comer and Aaron Taylor-Johnson are superb. The sound design will shake you, and the infected are more visceral versus either of the first two films. That's great to hear as well. What we were talking about in the last post about this movie being terrifying, the fact that it says here that they're more visceral than the first two films, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. If the rest of the movie is anything like the first 28 minutes, it's going to rock. That's absolutely fantastic. And again, so jealous that I didn't get to see the first 28 minutes. Moving on here. So, from L, Danny Boyle says Sony doesn't want to show 28 years later fully yet. They're only screening 28 minutes of it because they want the story to be a full surprise and hold on to it as much as possible. It doesn't go where you think, he said. Movie of the year incoming. That's great. So there could be some sort of subversion of expectations there. It doesn't go where you think. That's great. I love watching a movie and then you get surprised. By the time it's finished, you're like, that movie didn't go anywhere near close to where I thought the story was going. And it has like a twist and a turn in the tale. And some of the best stories ever don't go where you think they're going, which is great to be surprised. So, moving on. From Sony Pictures Australia, 28 years later in New York City, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Jodie Comer, and director Danny Boyle attend the 28 years later fan event, exclusively in cinemas June 19th. So, we have pictures of the cast here attending the fan event. Obviously, we've got Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and director Danny Boyle with the poster there. And again, this poster is just so cool. Just seeing this bone temple, and then you've got the infection symbol, and it's just, it's just a mystery surrounding the imagery. What does it mean? Where does it come from? What's it there? What's the purpose? Yeah, just the mystery of the whole thing. It just sucks people in, and you just want to know more about it and what it's all about, and that's part of the genius of what the marketing's been about. So moving on, Aaron Taylor Johnson next to the poster, then Jodie Comer, then Danny Boyle as well. Okay, continuing on, from Screen Rant, thank you for joining us today for our 28 Years Later New York fan event at Regal Movies, where we debuted 28 minutes of exclusive footage, followed by a Q&A with Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer, and director Danny Boyle, and a screening of 28 Days Later. And again, we have another cast image here, which is great to see. We have a shot of the cast on the stage at the front, doing a Q&A with the audience. That would have been so cool to sit there and ask them questions. But then again, like 95% of the questions that you ask, they probably say, oh, we can't tell you. You know, they can't give anything away. So any interesting questions you would have, they wouldn't be able to answer it anyway, which would kind of suck. But still, it'd be pretty cool to interact with the cast regardless. So, again, we have another shot from a different angle there of Union Square, Regal, with the audience there participating in the Q&A. Lucky sons of bitches. And then we have an up-close shot on stage of Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Danny Boyle, obviously doing the Q&A session. So, we're going to be moving on to some marketing material now, moving away from this kind of fan event. So, actually, before we get to the marketing, let's just go on to this post first. I almost forgot about this one. So, from Brandon Davis. We don't know what happened to them. I'm not allowed to tell you. Danny Boyle on Jim and Selena from 28 Days Later. So, someone, it may have been Brandon Davis himself, but someone asked the question about what happened to these two characters, Jim and Selena, and then they got the response, we don't know what happened to them, I'm not allowed to tell you. So, are these characters going to be popping up again? Are they going to be referenced? Is there going to be cameos, Easter eggs? We'll have to wait and see how their characters factor in going forward in this new trilogy. But I definitely hope they do pop up. We know that Cillian Murphy's going to be popping up, that's obviously confirmed. But whether Selena's going to be there or not, that's going to be interesting. What does it say here? There's a comic that explains what happened to Selena. She escaped Paris outbreak. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I can't say that I've seen that comic, so that's interesting. So, moving on to the marketing material here. Like I said, guys, I apologise. There's a lot of stuff to get to here, but it's all very, very interesting stuff. So, Danny Boyle says that 28 Years Later was shot in ultra widescreen format to make viewers feel make it feel as if the infected were surrounding them. They could be anywhere. You have to keep scanning, looking around for them, really. That's so interesting. That really is. So, when you're in these scenes and you're watching the actors in the background, keep your eyes peeled. If things start moving around, the infected, they could pretty much be anywhere. They could be in a building. They could be in the grass. They could be behind trees. They could be literally anywhere. And it's kind of like scanning the horizon. Where are they? Where are they going to appear? You know, that's just great. Keeping you on your toes and that kind of edge of your seat kind of fear. I really like that they're playing into that. Sorry about that. That was my phone going off. My apologies. Yeah, unprofessional. But anyway, yeah. I mean, the fact that it's shot in widescreen and, like I was just saying, the infected could pop up anywhere on screen at any time, and that's pretty terrifying as a fan to not know where they're going to be. So, and then we're going to finish off with these couple of posts here. So, as people walked into the Regal Cinema, I'm just going to pause it there, just in case there's copyright. As you walk into Regal, they had these LED boards with 28 Days Later marketing material playing, and this is so damn cool. Look at this. So, as you walk in, they've got the trailers playing, they've got the posters on the podiums there. Everything's kind of 28 Years Later themed in the lobby here. And it looks so damn cool. Yeah, just looks really wicked, that does. Sorry, I'm just going to mute that again quickly. Yeah, so you got the trailers playing there. Man, that looks just really cool. They should have had some people dressed as infected running around in the lobby. That would have been really fun. Would have scared the shit out of people. But yeah, as you can see there, guys, and then we've got one more post here, our final post of this video. Let's go on here. Just going to mute that again. I'm just muting them just in case there's copyright music or anything here. So yeah, you can see the trailers are playing here on these big LED boards. Really cool, man. Like, there's nothing like this in my local cinema. My local cinema is not as up-to-date, upgraded as this one, I should say. But yeah, really, really cool, wicked stuff there. And you can see another picture there of the lobby 28 years later themed. And in 28 days, it began. That's a pretty ominous picture to finish off this video on, I should say. But that's kind of where we are, guys. So that's all the kind of content that we have at the moment. There's so much marketing material, sorry, and so many different things going on with this movie as we get closer to the release. I'll make sure I try to update you guys as much as possible because you love seeing about this movie, guys. I love making videos and talking about it. I'm a huge fan like you guys. And yeah, I could not be more excited. My most anticipated movie of the year by far. And I just cross my fingers that it's really, really good. And I hope it makes a lot of money as well. So guys, make sure you go out and support it. Take your friends, take your family, do repeat viewings, all that good stuff to support this movie anyway. But let's go back to the first post here. So yeah, that was it, guys. So that's a couple of the reactions there to the fan event. People saying that if the rest of the movie is like the first 28 minutes, then it's going to be an absolute banger. So that gets me all the more excited to hear these first reactions for the first 28 minutes being really, really positive. But guys, you see all this material? Jump into the comment section. What do you think about these reactions? What do you think about this other marketing material? And just let me know your thoughts, comments, and opinions. As always, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And I can't wait to jump into the comment section, respond to your comments, and have a fan conversation with you down below, guys. And as always, make sure you hit the like button before you leave, consider becoming a subscriber, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on the channel. And with that down, I will see you guys in the next video.